So building on our body stacking exercise, the next thing we can play with a little bit is moving the weight. And we want to make a distinction, first of all, between moving weight from one foot to the other and between tilting the body. So often we kind of use the two together and then they become a little bit muddled, and we want to be clear between the two. The other thing is that for Aikido practice, we want to move without pushing off the floor, but instead move by sort of letting our weight fall into the floor and then shifting from one side to another. So for this exercise, you want your feet comfortably apart so that you can definitely tell if you've got your weight over on one foot or if you've got it over on the other foot, so you can be really clear about that. If your feet are quite close, it's not so clear. The further apart you go, maybe the more difficult the exercise becomes, and you've got to bend your knees and squat down a bit. So maybe shoulder width, a little bit more than shoulder width. And then I was talking about this feeling of kind of sinking your weight in order to move. And I think a cue that helps with this is, rather than thinking about how to kind of sink one foot and move to the other, to start with, it's a good idea to think like you're pulling yourself from one leg to another. So if my weight's over on my right leg, and you can think like, if I was doing the body stacking exercise just on one leg, and so all of my weight's over here, and then this foot's just resting on the ground. It's really very little weight in this foot so that you could knock it away and it wouldn't really disturb your grounding. And then the movement is as if you had a wrinkled carpet on the floor and you're trying to pull and straighten out the carpet. So there's a wrinkle over there and you're trying to sort of pull and straighten out the carpet, pull it towards you. But since the foot's on solid ground, if you make that same kind of movement, you'll work these muscles on the inside of your leg and it'll kind of pull you over to this side. So you want to think like it's the adductor muscles in here that are doing a lot of the work, and that this leg you can just let go of it. So just relax it and let yourself be pulled over here. And of course, when you get to here, you've got the same thing. So all of your weight's over on this foot. You can think about that body stacking exercise just over one foot, and then we can go back the other way. Same idea, like you were pulling the carpet towards you, but the foot's on solid ground, so it just pulls you across. And that way you can quite relax this leg. You're thinking a little bit about the adductor muscles in here, and then your body's entirely over this foot. So it's good to practice it. So you've got all of your weight on one foot, and then you're pulling across to the other foot. You keep pulling, you keep pulling, you keep pulling until you're standing entirely on the other leg. And if you're not sure, you can just take this foot away, and it shouldn't really change much in how your body's sitting. If you pull and then you try and take this leg away and you've got to lean to do it, then you're mixing up those two movements. So we want to pull all the way onto the leg, stack your body up, and then this leg should be light. Pretty much 100% of your weight here, just the weight kind of the relaxed leg on the foot over here, pulling yourself back until 100% of your weight on this leg. This one, really just the weight of the relaxed leg here. So add that to the body stacking and see how that goes.